So the piece I didn't want to have to deal with because I thought it was good is completely gone. What stinks about that is the cut, and it's attached front and side. So that's going to be a peach to deal with. And then in the process of chasing that rot, it goes all the way down. And then pulling that carpet off of the wardrobe, we find rot right down there in the corner, which really has me concerned now. So I can see signs of it from inside, but more than likely we're going to have flooring to deal with. I'm fixing to pull this piece of panel off, and I'm going to cut this in half. The front half is still good. I can brace it back up later, but I need to get into that rot right there and get it out. I've got a lot of this already cut and trimmed. I've got my new truss cut for right here. I will repair this one once I replace all of that cap. No progress, but it's going to be tight, real tight. Alright, the first two talked about the inside, and I think everybody knows what we found inside. All of the rot across here, most of it has been cut out until you get over to the corner. I'm going to have to brace everything up before I get to that. Some of this is going to require total rebuild. That piece there is just shot, and the bottom of it is also shot. The one thing we did today is go ahead and take the siding off. See the extent of the floor damage. The floor is heavily damaged, but as I'll show you outside, it's only about 20 inches or so in. We're probably going to take 24 to 30 inches out. The outside is pretty well shot, but only to about this window. What I was afraid was it was going to be all the way back here to the bathroom wall. But this all looks good. I'll show you on the outside. Alright, so we've removed a couple of sections in the bottom trim, and you can start to see really the extent of the damage. I have this propped up right here to support the weight of all this. This is rotten. You can see the rot, the extent of it. No insulation under here. Surprised by that. Rot comes back, starts cleaning up right along in here, and we have a strut, a cross brace right here. So hopefully that's going to work to my favor. And that's about dead center of the window. So I'm going to pull the window out. I'm going to take this out. I'm going to go to about right here. If it looks good, the plywood, we can replace this small 20-inch piece that goes all the way across. This will cut in to right along in here, all the way back. I've still got to get the bed frame out, rip the rest of the linoleum out, see exactly what we got, but at least we have a plan. But I can't really do anything with this until I get this done, get the top done to support the weight of all this, because I've got it open like a beer can right now. Right now, a beer can would be good if I had a liver left. So, yeah, gotta deal with it. One foot in front of the other. We bought it, gotta deal with it. Alright, the wall is removed. Still gotta fix that truss. Put the other one back in, rebuild the wall. Fixing to pull the floor out. Found one more spot of rot right there. Can't explain how it got there because there's no holes on that skin anywhere. Assuming it ran down and found a weak spot. So, fixing to pull all of this out. Did find a little more water stain, but wood's solid, so we're going to paint it with Kills. Found a little bit around this hatch. We'll paint it with Kills. and my friend put a hole in my wall. So after yesterday's work, you can now see the floor is in good shape. This is where we repaired all the joists that needed repairing. You can also see the quality of the workmanship. That odd gap there is from the factory. So, good stuff. Put Kills paint on the floor around the edges. We haven't dealt with the nose yet, but have a plan to do so. This whole nose is going to get rebuilt, the entire thing. Sealed, reattached. It's not even attached anymore, other than on this wall. The entire floor of that cone has come off, and we didn't even notice that. It's obvious once we started looking at it, but the rot in the bottom of the screws just pulled out. It's got the plywood coming for this. We actually wound up removing a 4x6 section. Got plywood coming by that. We actually removed the entire wall. All of that will be rebuilt. Reinstall the window, put the hatch back in. Hopefully the siding will match up. If it doesn't, we'll deal with that. Went ahead and trimmed out the rest of the roof where it had a little more rot. I'm going to fix that truss tomorrow. I've got to cut a little bit more right here, and we'll proceed. Today I'm just cleaning the putty off of the siding so that we can reattach, and we're going to let everything dry again today. Tomorrow we'll hit it again, and then hopefully next weekend it'll look different. So it's working.